Hi, I'm Liquey. Welcome to the chaos. I am really sad today. This has been quite the experience. It was my first time voting in a presidential campaign. I made a TikTok of my whole experience, but I waited in line for 5.5 hours yesterday. So if you're like just a girl like me, or you've never voted, you literally don't know shit about fuck when it comes to voting, what you do is, I actually registered to vote from Instagram. So yeah, there was literally a link right there that showed you the form. I printed out at FedEx, filled it out, and then brought it in at the polls. Or you could just register to vote online. But the reason why I couldn't is because I don't have a Hawaii state ID. So if you register online, they will mail you your ballot and you could just mail it in, which would be way easier, which I'm definitely going to do next election. Or you can go in person if you just search up online, like where to vote in your state, in your city. It'll show you, like, pull up all the places you could go to. You feel confused? Today is a really emotional day for me. I keep going back and forth with feeling really sad and also really fucking upset and angry. It's just crazy to know that I live in a world where my reproductive rights are at the mercy of the state that I am in. I am grateful that Hawaii is a state where I can make my own choices, but if I were to move back to Texas, that right is gone. If I can just be so honest right now, I am very scared. I'm scared of pregnancy. I know in my heart that I would like to have a family. I know I would love my children with all of my heart, mind, and soul. But I am terrified of pregnancy and childbirth. At a very young age, I was told by my doctor that I would have complications having children, that I would have at-risk pregnancies, and that is very hard to take in, especially at the age I was only 17 when I got that news. It is so common to have a miscarriage, and it's very likely that I could experience that I could go through that. It's very likely that I would have an at-risk pregnancy. I am terrified of being in a position where my pregnancy could kill me. And already it would be so difficult to have to come to that decision to terminate a pregnancy. But I would be able to save my life. Right now, if I was in that position, even if it wasn't a medical issue, if I was just in that position, I am not married, I'm not in love, I don't know what I would do. I have certain standards for what I want when I have children. I want to be in a loving partnership. I want to have assets, a home, and good, solid finances to provide. I do not want to bring a child into the world where I couldn't provide for them. And I don't want my sex life to be shamed or judged or controlled on top of that. And then some people are saying that they're gonna be tracking our periods and shit. Like, what the fuck? But they don't be tracking every time a man comes. It is also a hard time to be queer right now because on the ballots for Hawaii, they put if they should take away gay marriage, which that is definitely the next thing that's going to be taken. And it's honestly annoying as fuck to see so many people rejoicing about this, especially so many people that I grew up with in church, you know, to celebrate this and say oh, God is on the throne, this was a move of God. God loves my gay ass and he loves all the queers. Honestly, God isn't even a man. I literally have to rewire my brain because I want to start giving God they them pronouns. It's just so frustrating how being a queer person is so demonized. in Christianity. Even in my own home, I cannot exist peacefully. Like, I feel like I cannot be my full self. I am bisexual. I grew up in a super Christian home. And, you know, a big part of my family is homophobic. They love me. They always say how much they love me. But it's not accepted. And it's like, they can't accept me for the fullness that I am a queer person. It is me and then the spirit of gayness. My sister literally does not believe I'm gay. She does not believe it. She will not accept it in her heart. When I finally came out to her, which was not even that long ago, trigger warning, she asked me if I was molested, because that is the only possibility why I could be gay. I have always been bisexual. Literally for as long as I can remember, I liked everybody. I didn't understand it until I was much older, until I was an adult, but I did. Like, I've liked boys since I was 5 years old. I always had a crush on boys. I fall in love with these boys. And when I was 9 years old, I realized I liked women too. Like, I would fall in love with all of the Disney girls, like Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez. This year, I was in a throuple. I had a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Now, that obviously did not work out, and it would never work out because I do want to be married one day, and you can't be married to two people. But I am really grateful for that type of relationship dynamic, because it really helped me to come to terms fully with my sexuality. I love love. I love when I am in love, and I want to be in a good relationship, a healthy, strong partnership. I want that for myself. I want that for my future, no matter what that looks like, if that's with a man or with a woman. And sometimes it could be scary for me to dive deeper into my queer side if I were to meet a woman that I fell in love with and wanted to marry them. I know that would be a problem in my family. I know that would hurt them. I know they would not be okay with it and agree with it. I mean, over time, I know for sure my mom will be the first one to, you know, be close and probably connect with her. My sister, I have no idea. I would really hope that that doesn't divide us. And now it feels like, well, that may not even fucking matter, because they're gonna take that right away. And then I go and think like, well, you know, if I did meet a woman that I fell in love with, wanted to marry, we could always move to California. Hopefully we'll still be safe there. But like, with all the opposition that would already be facing, like just internally having to continuously accept myself and break through the internalized homophobia, internalized biphobia, what I would be going through with my family, I do not want the government to also be another obstacle, when all I would want to do is spend my life with a person that I love. When all I would want to do is have partnership, is have a family, is have a support for my lifetime. And there's just no way that God is the one that wants all this opposition. I have experienced the fullness of God. I have experienced the true love and presence of God. It is unconditional love. It is freedom. It is fulfillment. It is not this homophobic shit. I feel like the moment I do get my own place, I will finally be able to breathe, because I can finally have the relief of comfortably and peacefully just existing as I am. But we push forward. We continue to fight. We continue to speak. We continue to use our voices and show up as our authentic selves. We continue to trust God, trust the universe, and have courage. We cannot fall apart now. As much as I can feel like I can fall apart, I cannot. I will not allow myself to fall apart. I will not allow myself to give up on everything that I've worked for. I will not allow myself to hide and stay silent and be afraid. So I'm going to leave you with my daily affirmation. My theme for November is relaxing. And we're going to stick to this because I need this, especially now. Today is November 6th. All my needs are met. It is so relaxing. All right, I'm gonna go, but I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, gotta go. Love you. Bye.